to your company on Tuesday night. Now, last season, Leeds United were still good enough to beat Manchester United at Ellen Road. They were not favourites to do so today. It was a high noon kick-off for one of the great rivalries in English football, and Guy Mowbray was there.
High noon, and a fixture that always sets emotions on high. What a day for 17-year-old James Milner to get just his second start in the colours of his hometown team. Omitted by England, but OK to play on while the FA discovers how, what and why. Rio Ferdinand won't find many pleading his side of the big story at the club he left for Old Trafford some 15 months ago. Ronaldo. Oh, he's in the area now, Ronaldo, and goes down. Graham Poll with an instant shake of his head. Looked to be in on goal. Graham Poll saw nothing wrong with the challenge. Roy Keane is most vociferous in his protests. Gary Kelly certainly didn't take any of the ball. Had his arm across Ronaldo's shoulders. There's Ryan Giggs wrapped up to protect his cold. Look at the room Cristiano Ronaldo has got here. He's going to run at pace at Gary Kelly and cut in onto the right. I want some support. Down he goes, second time in the area, and this time will be a booking for Cristiano Ronaldo. And that one did look a dive. Scholes. Van Nistelrooy got the touch past Alembe, and Van Nistelrooy with the chip, which just floats over the top. Would have been a very impressive goal, but we're used to seeing them from the boots of Ruud van Nistelrooy. Matteo. Milner. Running at Neville. Decent ball. This is Pennant. Gary Neville's touch wasn't conclusive. In went Milner again. Falls now to Matteo. And is deflected wide by Ferdinand. Gary Neville nearly played his side back into trouble. Dominic Matteo with a rare shot on goal. What a good clearance that was by Ferdinand. Ronaldo did keep it in. Didn't get past Batty. Kelly, he hasn't kept it in, he sliced it out, but David Batty with a kick out at Cristiano Ronaldo has earned himself a booking. Using his elbow needlessly is the signal that's been given by Graham Poll. Ronaldo's free kick. Everybody back for Leeds. And at pace from Ronaldo, and just wide from Van Nistelrooy. But he was there again. Found by Ronaldo. Van Nistelrooy had found the space, but couldn't quite flick it goalward. Keane. Fletcher. Alan Smith lunged in a little late. Good job he didn't make contact. Graham Poll had his eyes on that. Van Nistelrooy. Now Scholes. Parried clear by Robinson. Looped away by Matteo. It was hit with venom from Paul Scholes. Johnson into the feet of Viduka. Trying to lay it back to Smith. It nearly fell for Alan Smith anyway. Ricocheted between Sylvester and Gary Neville. And now Roy Keane will break forward from the centre circle. Ronaldo left, Van Nistelrooy right. Fletcher arriving on the scene now. Fletcher's going for the volley. Ambitious attempt from a confident young star of the future. This was Viduka looking for Alan Smith, and Gary Neville played it against Sylvester. Fortunate Manchester United that Smith couldn't collect that and power into the box. Ferdinand. Gary Neville looking for Van Nistelrooy, who stretched, and he took it under control. A chance out of nothing. Didn't quite manage the second stretch to really test Robinson. And not many strikers would have even got half a chance out of that. Viduka. Back heel is good. It's Salomon Alembe who might have to go alone. No white shirts up there with him. Now they arrive. Alan Smith lets it run. This is Pennant. Miscue. Big miscue from Jermaine Pennant, just when it was threatening to open for Leeds United, largely thanks to Mark Viduka's clever play, and then Alembe's patient work, waiting for the cavalry to come. And then sliced across the ball. Ronaldo. Shots on for Ronaldo! Many on this side of the ground thought it was closer than it ended up. Ball was running away from him. Took it back well, though. And I tell you, it wasn't far away. It actually clipped the enjoyment of crossbar and post. Pennant. Now Bridges. When the Leeds go forward, there never seems to be much on for the player in possession. Might be here now as Batty breaks into the area. And it's David Batty to square. And Gary Neville who got it away, not for the first time for Manchester United today. Would have believed David Batty would pop up in a possible goal-scoring position. Smith. Alan Smith powers forward. There's Gary Neville once more. A good game the England man has had. Solid and dependable. This was David Batty powering into the box. He got past both Ferdinand and Silvestre. There was Neville again. Forlan. Ronaldo. Quick feet. O'Shea wanted it wide. It's played instead to Phil Neville, who's got his brother wide on the other flank. Scholes. Roy Keane. Into Van Nistelrooy. He'll turn and shoot. Just prevented from doing so cleanly by Matteo, who's then gone down injured. Sacco's dribbled into trouble. It's Gary Neville, and there's Keane! 1-0 Manchester United. Roy Keane's 5th Premiership goal against Leeds. Advantage goes to the Red United. How fitting that it was a Gary Neville ball in, a pinpoint ball in, because he's had a superb match. How many times have we seen Roy Keane breaking into the area like that? Scholes. Van Nistelrooy. Down he goes. It's a free kick in a central position. Yellow card was issued there. You can only assume against Alan Smith. David Batty was booked in the first half and he would have been off had it gone his way. Not too much lip from the Leeds United man, and there's confirmation because the ball has been marched forward to the very edge of the area. Paul Robinson on guard. Ronaldo leaves it to Van Nistelrooy, who hits it, and it's off the line. Good positioning from Salomon Alembe. Keeper was beaten. This was the free kick that Van Nistelrooy struck well. It was going in the corner. Alembe was there to step it clear. O'Shea. Forlan into the area. Van Nistelrooy too. O'Shea into the area. Plucked out of the air by Robinson. Looked as though it may have been goal-bound by John O'Shea. Took a little deflection too, it was going in. In went Johnson, and he was late in on Gary Neville, and Graham Poll is running across to have words with Seth Johnson here. It's just a yellow card. Gary Neville's none too impressed with the challenge. Up goes Forlan, now Scholes, off the bar. Away by Matteo. Almost in the bag. It's a 1-0 Manchester United win that signals their best start to a Barclaycard Premiership season for 10 years. Roy Keane is the goal-scoring hero. The Red Rose triumphs at lunchtime at Elland Road. It's finished Leeds United 0, Manchester United 1.
It was always going to be difficult for Rio Ferdinand today. How do you think he handled it, especially here?
I think he handled it very well. I don't think it was ever going to be a problem for him, to be honest with you. He had it the same last year, obviously, after moving to United, and there's a big rivalry between the two clubs. and anybody who moves from Leeds United to Manchester United is going to come in for quite a little bit of stick, and yeah, it was no different today for him.
And the stats show it's the best United start to a Premiership season for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm surprised at it really, because I really feel we've not really got started yet, so the players deserve credit for that, and hopefully there's plenty more to come from this team.
As it turned out, Ferdinand probably had his easiest day for some couple of weeks, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was a fairly comfortable afternoon for him. I thought him and Sylvester handled the physical threat of Viduka pretty well. I think he'll have tougher afternoons to come, but all credit to him for what he's been through, did well.
And going back to your old club is never easy, and certainly with what he's been through lately, I thought he showed a lot of character today, Rio, as well as he's played for United for some time. And if, come the end of this FA investigation, he finds himself without a lengthy ban or something, might be a turning point a little bit for him, because I thought he played really well.
It's surprising to think that that's United's best start for 10 years. I find that surprising.
Well, it is. I mean, I found it very surprising as well, but it just shows you the start Arsenal have had as well. I mean, they still were the favourites in many people's books, and rightly so, at the start of the season. The two of them have had fabulous starts.
And as far as Leeds were concerned, one old favourite came back and played quite well. Batty had a good game today.
He played very well today, Des. He rolled back the years a little bit in there. He was getting around the park, getting forward, getting his foot in, breaking things up. Leeds just don't have enough, and especially at the back. You know, they don't defend crosses very well. They look very frail, and I'm afraid it's going to be a very long season.
He gives them that wee bit of aggression in there, which they need.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
OK, boys, thanks.